This is the way we carry a little doggy around when we want to take her places.
Please talk to Dad. Please talk to Dad. Please.
Exercise, okay? I want to exercise.
Being in this customer service business, I've run across quite a few dogs.
Get back in your seat, baby.
Puppy, 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 puppy.
I may have to get her a seat belt.
Puppy, 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 puppy.
Oh, you got the neck?
Yep.
Oh, good, okay.
There's a way to act around them. If you got to have a dog, though, to know how to act. If you don't have a dog, you don't know how to act.
You don't smell too bad today either. I'm surprised. Look at his hair. All matted and shit. It's a fucking hobo. Dog's a hobo, man. A Venice rummy dog. Right, bud? Hold on. Yeah, 10-6, Artie. Get me in about 10 minutes. That's just my business. I work for a very large plumbing company, and that's why we just were rudely interrupted. But this is Haywire. Check Haywire out. Haywire, look at the camera, buddy. You love your dad? You love your papa? Show me your tail. You love your dad? This dog is great, man. It's the best friend I ever had. If I got him, I got everything. How'd you like to be one of these guys? You don't live very long, but the life you live, it's gotta be worth it.
Come on, guys. Ugh. All right. Go. Hi, Millie. How are you doing today? I know. They're getting big. Come on, guys. Come on. I'll bring the keys back in, okay? Come on, guys. Go. Woo!
What a scene.
Puppy, 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 puppy. What's different? Stay. Yeah, how are you? I love to kiss their brain. I always kiss them on the forehead, right there between their eyes, because that's where that magnificent brain is housed.
You can't say the word dog and talk about Rusty or Banker or Beluga or Brandy. You just can't use that word. It's too shallow.
You sound like a moose. You sound like a moose, a wounded moose.
One day I'm sitting there in the bathroom at the vanity, putting on my makeup for the day, and I hear this walk. I turn around and look, and he had thrown up in the toilet. Now, what kind of dog would throw up in the toilet? He was so smart. He was brilliant. He was a soul. He was not a dog. I mean,
Some of those back ones. Yeah, I think your front ones. It's good, huh? It's real good.
Probably should mention this is special toothpaste for dogs. And here we have our pup's footprints at various ages. 16 months for Jordy. Here's Nakoma at 2 years. Haas at 2 years.
And Bronx was the biggest one of all.
At 2 years? Is he
It was
also?
20 months.
20 months. Here's actually our wedding picture. We were married in costume. All the attendees were in costume also.
And the doggies were there.
The dogs were there. Nico gave her away.
No, he was best dog.
Oh, best dog.
Yeah, there's a ring dogger.
But he almost didn't give you away.
Yeah, he ended up holding that ring back. He didn't want to give it away. He's like, no, she's mine. Mine.
There was a big pause in the ceremony as Rachel was trying to get the ring out from, it was on a collar sack. So we just knew it was Nico not wanting her to have anybody else but him. Because he is, we always say he was the first, and that's what he always says. I'm the first. They just, Gesundheit. They just fill our lives, and it's fun coming home because they'll make us laugh, and they keep us warm in bed at night, and they let us know when strange things are going on. Yes, strange things, Bronx.
With the power invested in me by the state of California, I now pronounce you mates on the carousel of life.
This is Babette, my first little chihuahua. And I got her when I was very, very ill. And like a lot of people say, they think she saved my life. Just the fact I had her to concentrate on instead of worrying about how awfully ill I was. And we were very, very close companions. She was a lot of company, a lot of, made you feel good inside, made you happier. I got her when she was 3 or 4 months old, something like that. And we spent a lot of happy hours together until the snake came along.
We probably have close to 20 dogs in this building, believe it or not. 20. There's almost as many dogs as there is tenants.
Oh, Jesus, Phil, you could put on a clean sweatshirt at least.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's come right out of the laundry.
Yeah, it's all clean. Look, get a close shot of that shirt. It's real clean. Just out, fresh out of the laundry.
Shut up, you look like something the cat drugged in.
What do you mean? I got a haircut.
What
Shit, you didn't even notice how nice I look?
What's your language?
Not to say anything bad about the people that live here, but the dogs are what's, you know, that's what kind of makes the place. He spends his days here because he gets a lot of love from Dick and the folk here. Take your hand off him, Phil. Does he look like he's happy here? He doesn't look like anything's bothering him, right? How would you like to feel like that all the time? Wouldn't that be nice? That's not his owner, but he spends all day, you know? Phil comes up and down and up and down. It's like Haywire is just, he trips. Now he'll go over, say hi to Dick.
He likes everybody. Haywire likes everybody. Because he's been treated well good.
He's been treated like a king. Like a king. I've spent a lot of time with the dog. A lot of time. A lot of time. I don't take him to work because it's too unprofessional, although I could.
Who's feeding the dogs? Ada, you want to take care of Beluga and Brandy? Get them their breakfast, okay? Cecilia? Cecilia, is this for Cellini? Right on, high 4. Oh, no. How about me cleaning it up? Can you hold one moment, please? Thank you. Catherine Bauman, Beverly Hills. I designed jeweled minodiers, which are little miniature evening bags that are encrusted with Swarovski crystal, the world's finest crystal. I really like having the dogs that work with me. It's not work when they're around. My company started 10 years ago, and they've been coming in every day of my life. Except when Brandy was a puppy. She was abandoned for about 2 months, and then I finally moved just because I wanted to be able to bring her into the office with me. Okay, ready, guys? Whoa! Everybody run! Run, puppies, run! 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm missing a puppy. There's one puppy missing. Oh, good. Okay. Kimmy, you got... Oh, Tippy. Oh, you're always a straggler, aren't you? I love you. Okay. No. So many kisses. Okay, go to sleep.
Yeah. Are you popping his pimples?
Yeah. There was that one there. There's a big one. This is going to hurt a little bit. Yes, it is. It's a good boy. Hold on. Almost there. Almost got it.
Well, sometimes he thinks that the dogs come first, and he gets a little bit jealous about that. Because I think about them a whole lot, and often plans do have to be made around them.
That's true. It's like, gee, let's do this today. Well, what are we going to do with the children, so to speak? And you can't get babysitters easily for these guys. It's just another factor. To say that sometimes it disappoints us, I would say yes.
Doesn't love me much. I love being around these guys.
We try to take our kids whenever we go places, and one of the places we can go to is Santa's Village, because it's right very close to where we live, and it's an amusement park that lets dogs in. It's very sad, too, because Santa's Village is closing in a few weeks, and we know the pups here are really going to miss it, because it's much more than just a walk in the park. I don't know why it would be easier to have dogs than children, but and Rachel actually does have a daughter, so it's like there aren't any children at all.
As far as I can figure out, the snake came around the sidewalk, like on this side of the street, because there's no streets that cuts in between there. And it came from the corner, just past the corner over there on McLaren. This gate, like I said, we've never used. And I doubt if I could unlock it now. But this was unlocked when we came out and looked. And we figured the snake came over this gate, and that's when it knocked this loose. And, but the gate didn't open because it was sort of stuck shut, I think. The snake came in through here where a trinket just went out. And it had come over here and coiled up in this corner. And Babette started to come through the doggy door. And she hesitated. And then all of a sudden she disappeared through the door. And, but not in the normal way she would go through a doggy door. And I heard her scream. And I stepped over and looked down through the glass, down here. And I saw the snake squeeze her to death. I actually saw her eyes close. And by the time I got the door unlocked and grabbed the camera, the snake was already swallowing her. And there wasn't anything I could do about it.
Oh. Hi, buddy. Hi there, boy. You been waiting for me? You waiting for me, Butch? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh.
Wait, Daddy wants... I want to have a drink first. Yeah, we'll talk. Good boy. Yeah. Wait, just hold on. Come on. Let's throw on some news, buddy. Check it out. Girls are a lot of fun, and every man needs a woman. But every man needs a companion and a friend, and that's what Haywire is to me. I love women, but he can't yell at me. He doesn't tell me what to do. He doesn't tell me what he wants. He's very low maintenance. Come here. Let me relax first. Please.
Good boy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew you'd catch that. I know you do. Oh, good boy.
Yeah. Come on. Oh.
Oh, good boy. What? Now we gonna talk? Huh? Wanna talk? Oh, but yeah. Wanna talk? What? Talk. What? What?
The banker was like Ryan O'Neal in Love Story or Omar Sharif in its prime. You know, the big man on campus, the cool dude, the football player that always ran for the touchdown at Harvard or Yale, definitely an Ivy League college. He was so beautiful, a beautiful chiseled face, a beautiful chest with the bones, the collarbones that showed. And he certainly, I'm going to say, represented the lineage very nicely. The banker understood about 700 words by the time he was a year old. He was incredible. I tested him. And he was just incredible. He was brilliant. Oh, I would say things like conversation. He knew what a conversation, 4-syllable word was. That means we had to talk. You know, come on. I would ask him if he was sick. If he had a problem, you know, I'd say, are you sick? And he would go, oh, like he'd tell me. He would talk to me. I told my vet that he was ill. I told my vet for 1.5 years that there was a problem. And he kept saying to me there was nothing wrong. I said, I know him. He told me. You know, don't tell me he's not sick. There's something wrong. And when they told me he had cancer, just the same way Russ did, I mean, I knew.
When the animal regulation people came, they got the snake out here in the patio. And as they went around the house and was going down the driveway, I could see the bulge of Babette in the snake. And that was the final blow. That's when I lost it completely. Because I don't take the damn snake away, they're taking my little dog away.
How does that make you feel?
Oh. Like the whole world was coming crushing me to death. Like, you know, there's just so much pain involved. And seeing him carry her away like that, and, there's just no describing that kind of pain. Because she was my companion. She just filled up a big gap in my life. And I didn't know how I was going to keep going without her. Of course, eventually I decided the only way I was going to keep going was get me another little dog. But as much as I love Trinket, she's still not quite Babette.
Go on. Go potty. Go on. My daughter Storm loves the dogs. She likes each one for different reasons. But whenever she asks on the phone, it's always, how's Nakoma first? It's always Nakoma. It's every other weekend of the month that she ends up coming up, and then 2/3 of her school holidays and things. Okay, kitchen. Go on. Children are wonderful, and they can end up doing some of the cutest things, but when they end up growing up, they end up becoming more independent, and to where they end up growing farther and farther away from you. With an animal, especially a dog, they don't. They end up wanting you near. And so it may end up sounding bizarre, but I could end up saying that, yes, I love the dogs as much as I do my daughter.
We made the decision we would not have children, we'd have Danes. At this time,
It works.
it works.
Best.
It works for us. In the future, that may change. I don't think so.
You can end up sharing your life with the dog just real easily. My family is my husband, the dogs, and my daughter.
There was a time when I was in Aspen, towards the end, And I had a dream that if I didn't go home, I'd never see him again. It was the night before New Year's Eve, and I was there with my fiancé. I woke up in the morning, told him the dream, and I said I had to go back to Ohio, because if I didn't go, he wouldn't make it. And my fiancé said to me, I can't believe you're leaving me for a dog. I said, I'm not leaving you for a dog. I'm leaving you for my best friend who's all alone and doesn't know where I am. The one thing in his life that he loves more than anything else, and I'm not there. I said, I have to go to him. He said, I can't believe you're leaving me for a dog. I said, you just don't understand.
Come on. Let's go to bed. Daddy's tired. It's bullshit all day long, always. Come on. Let's go to bed. Unfortunately, I have not a disease, but I have something in my bone marrow that would not allow me to have kids. Not that I say I wouldn't have, or I'm glad I didn't. There's just something there. I went with girls, not a lot of girls, 4, 6, 5 years at a time. I just never wanted to get married, but that was always the bottom line, you know, marry me or I'm leaving you. So I loved him, but a piece of paper, ain't no piece of paper here, buddy. And no grief and more love than you could ever get in your life.
Say, Daddy, please pet me. Please pet me, Daddy. Huh? Please pet me, Daddy. Good boy.
When my time comes to pass from this world, I would like his body in my casket with me. It's unfortunate. I am told that this is illegal, that they won't let an animal be buried in a human cemetery. Yet you see heiresses buried in Ferrari cars, for God's sakes. You know, how could they take such love away from you, which you could take into eternity?
Well, the vet I had with me all the time. When the family came, I knew they was going to go away again, you know, and I'd be alone again, where I could depend on the vet to always be there with me and everything. And it's just comforting to know that, because you can't talk to yourself, but you can talk to a little dog. And they look at you just like they understand everything you're talking about. Sometimes I think they do.